Hi, friends. Host Eric here, host talking with famous people, and boy, am I in trouble. You know, I uploaded a recent video here that was about 1.5 minutes long, in which I basically am laughing about Florian Marcou's ridiculous hat, right? And this video has 4 thumbs up and 39 thumbs down already. It's got 9% approval rating.
Oh my god.
It also has almost 400 views already.
That is crazy. 400 views is a lot. We just posted it not too long ago.
Right. It's gonna if it remains at this pace, it's gonna zoom right past
all your typology, yeah.
All because I thought that guy's got a ridiculous hat. And if you've seen the hat, you gotta agree with me. It's ridiculous. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Thank you.
Hey, Tech Tiffany. Thank
you. Are,
happy weekend to you too.
A gentlewoman, a scholar, and a reader of fine literature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just shocked that I mean, I do agree. The thumbnail is really compelling because it's a picture of the guy in his hat and it says, "Why this hat?" If you've not seen the picture of him in the hat yet, it's really a ridiculous hat.
Has everyone seen the hat?
Has everybody seen the hat?
It should be seen.
It really should. I'll find a link to the hat somewhere. If you haven't seen it.
I knew it was going to be some sort of culture thing, and people were going to be in an uproar about it because they didn't understand that it's a joke.
Well, I mean, the point is that it's a hilarious hat. I mean, all you got to do is look at this thing and see, and it's very easy to see how hilarious the hat is.
Would it be like un-American? Like, if we didn't wear, like, why does he have to wear the hat? That is so worth seeing.
You gotta see this video if you haven't seen it because
I honestly don't believe it.
Just to see the hat.
Yeah, you have to.
And it's got like over 20 comments, and they're all like, "You are a horrible person" or something. They're making fun of this guy's hat. You know, it's like, what is the world coming to?
I know, for real.
A man can't make fun of another man's hat anymore without.
Yeah, someone was saying. So they were asking me today when they were trying to type me, like, what if I thought like the world was going like downhill? It's not, but like humor for some reason is like people take some stuff so seriously.
Like how you could not laugh at that guy's hat.
I know. So funny. We both thought the same thing too about it. Like I was watching him up there, like being upset, like over the fact that it was drawn. I kept thinking, like, what is up with that?
I mean, the thing is, I agree. He should have been upset that it was a draw. He clearly won the fight.
Yeah, but the hat is so distracting.
Right. It's like he's trying to be all serious. Right at the end of the fight, bitching about how he was robbed.
Yeah, which he was
robbed.
Yeah, legit.
But, the point is, it's hard to pay attention to what you're saying when you're wearing that hat, right? Because you just think like, are you trying to make your head look like a penis?
Yeah.
What is this thing on your head? Anyway, obviously, a lot of people are deeply offended by my making fun of his hat. So
it's a really bad hat. When it comes to hats, it's really not a good hat, I have to say.
I think I could maybe pull that hat off, but I don't think that guy can pull that hat off. That hat is, you have to be a real professional hat wearer to pull
Eric that hat. I would love to see you in that hat. It would be so tall.
Right. People would ask me if I was Albanian, I guess. I've learned since making fun of the hat that it's a precious symbol of the Albanian culture or something. Oops. Did I blaspheme Albania?
You're like the Beatles.
Really?
Now.
Are you serious? Are people really that sensitive?
Yes, they are. I'm telling you. Everyone is so serious these days.
Oh my God. You made fun of a precious Albanian pencil run. Anyway,
Okay,
I just had to share. I just basically had to start the live stream because I had to share with everybody that my most hated video ever with 9% likes. Okay, it's 30 some dislikes and 4 thumbs up. Is that video right there?
Yeah.
Of all the things I talk about, I talk about lots of controversial things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I can recall, that is like my most hated video ever.
Yeah. So Laura McGinley agrees with us that it's funny.
Yeah, right.
It is a funny hat.
Everyone thumbs down, people. You know, I really, it depends on my videos. You know, some of them, they don't get any thumbs down anymore. I think my Spite Monkeys have sort of given up their quest. You mean you have an opinion about what other people do, other adults do with that? What effect do you think it has? Alternate media. That you don't like. I mean, you're talking to a couple of weed smokers. Look, alternate media, I think what you need to do is watch that video. Okay? I'll put the link again if need be. It's an important video. You get to see a guy in a funny hat. Okay? And you also get to see my most hated video ever.
I like to pretend in my head that he's an ESFP too.
I don't know what type he is at all. But I think it's ethical that some people charge $500 for typing services.
It's bullshit.
I assume you're talking about C.S. Joseph in this instance. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's... I don't think it's unethical if he believes in what he's saying. If he knows he's just spewing bullshit, then it would be unethical. But, you know... What are you politically invested in? Our nation's parks.
I'm politically invested in Capio Strauss.
Boy, are people fussy about my hat video. Right, Grass Eater? Did you see how many thumbs down I have on it? I really feel like it's quite an accomplishment given that I haven't done anything wrong. You know, like I didn't say anything bad or whatever in that video. There's nothing anti-Albanian at all. I'm just making fun of it. I didn't even know what the hat was about, right? I had no idea what the hat was about.
You were just questioning.
I just thought, like, what a ridiculous looking hat. And everyone's like, well, maybe you should research it a bit. Why? I mean, that just makes it less funny to research it, you know? It's hilarious as it is without any further information. I don't need to know any other information.
No, you definitely don't. Well, you did ask the question, why that hat?
That's true. I did ask the question, why that hat. And so I have to accept that people are going to give me the answer. But, that's funny, Grassy. Yeah, it's like... things like that in the world delight me. Like I'm watching a boxing match, and I'm like, what's on his head there at the end? You can see like in the suggested videos, like post-fight conference or whatever. And like, what's that thing on his head?
Yeah, totally distracting.
And then you see it at the end. It's just like, oh, dude. That was quite a headwear decision.
Brave one indeed. What?
America is built around the impediment orthodoxies. What's the impediment to orthodoxies mean? Like, what is the impediment to orthodoxies? Are you saying that it's built around the idea of making satire of anything? Conserving denotations? Wow. Adrena Media, once again, is making lots and lots of sense. It's clear to me what he means, and I'm pleased to hear it, because there's a whole lot of something going on there.
Indeed.
Eric, do I trigger INFPs? I probably just bore them, I would guess. You know, it's like, by and large, ISTPs, I mean, you know, it's like, I guess like if I was gonna go learn something specific, and ISTP were making videos to teach how to do it, that would be a good way for me to learn it, because at least they're a TI person, right? So I think it'd be easy for me to learn from an ISTP. It's a little more challenging for them to learn from me. But you know, unless there's something specific reason why I'm accessing an ISTP, I'm probably not going to find them worth paying much attention to, you know? And similarly, INFPs and me, probably. Do I think the U.S. Constitution is a good document? Yeah, of course I do. I'm a big believer in, we have to have some sort of framework through which we articulate our justifications, against which we articulate our justifications. The Constitution is a stout document that ought to be the, you know, law of the land, so to speak. But I think having unreasonable dreams about returning the federal government to the scope of it as described by the Constitution is a little bit wishful thinking. One of my goals, however, as president, is to use the Justice Department to affect case law on some of those constitutional issues. Let's see what else we got. Can you talk about the trigger types you were speaking about the other day? Well, for you, your trigger type would be, it's basically you switch switch the middle two letters. So it would be ENFP, right? If my trigger type's ESFP, your trigger type would be ENFP. And
wait, ISTP?
No, Lauren's ESTP, isn't she?
Oh, okay.
Well, no, MC McGee.
Yeah,
McGee
is ESTP.
ESTP. Lauren, what were you again? ISTP? Your trigger type would be INFP. If you're an ISTP.
Mine is ISTJ.
Yours is ISTJ.
Yeah.
So, like, how did you experience watching Survivor Man with me? Did you like that show at all, or did you find it annoying? That's a pretty STJ show, pretty ISTJ show.
Yes, it is. I felt like it was easy to watch because they didn't have to think much about it. But it was also like highly informational at the same time, and I was very impressed with his skills. But like I can absolutely say that like I could do probably nothing of what he did, and then I don't remember any of his techniques to what he did either. But I was just highly impressed, and I also was excited when he that he found like the Sasquatch. That stuff is like killer tofu. Like I love that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's probably likely that extroverted types trigger each other more than introverted types do, simply because extroverted types engage externally more than introverted types do.
See, it's different when it's morale. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my.
Oh, my impossible beauty. My cat's giving me FI. I can't help it. I came down with some FI briefly. I'll try to rid my system of it as quickly as possible.
I actually get FI from her.
Thanks, Darren Seabritz. I do indeed.
Yes.
She's what's known as a kitty pageant winner.
She is. Oh. Yes, so regal.
Oh, you are a very special kitty with very meow, 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 meow. Yes, you are a wonderful kitty friend. I have not forgotten how. You are a wonderful kitty friend, delightful, beautiful, and true. So just and good, magnificent, and should you forget that, I'll remind you again later.
Thank you, Pee.
Thank you for visiting.
I like to thank her because she's my beneficiary.
Yeah, she's benefiting you right now.
She is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what a
indeed.
beauty. Mommy and Daddy love you with our
Oh,
scissors.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. Thank you for head push, Ian. Thank you.
This is a family-friendly environment. Sometimes. That's the problem with all sorts of things in the world. Like, people really want to know what they're going to get when they tune into a given channel. They don't like it to differ too much from day to day. Sometimes it's family friendly around here, and sometimes it's quite bawdy in the talk. We can discuss some bawdy things. I'm talking about BAUDY, of course. Kitty hugs are the greatest hugs of all. Rachel got some full blast head hugs from Kitty the other day.
Yeah.
And she is going off on your head.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I had the grape smelling.
This Albanian racism shit has to be a meme I'm not aware of. Seriously, right? How many thumbs down do I have on this hat? At this point, I probably have more than 40, I would bet. 9% like ratio?
Oh my god.
And it's like
9%.
Wow. I am being just people are not approving.
Can we draw some cards for the Albanians?
Sure. Hey, let's just draw one card for the Airspan is the 8th result when you search up Florian Marcoux.
Yeah. Isn't that cray?
Oh, that's good.
That is good. Thank you, Darian Seabritz.
Okay, so I see you've got a bunch of Albanians coming around probably going, he's going to talk about why he wears this hat and how important a cultural thing it is.
God. He has... does he have to wear it? He doesn't have to wear it.
He doesn't have to wear it. He chooses to wear it.
That's FI. That's FI. That's the hat that
Albania.
he's wearing.
Okay.
It looks like that a little bit.
It does. That guy looks Albanian.
No, it really
too.
does look like that.
I mean, clearly, if you see this picture of just randomly, you go, Albanian. That guy looks Albanian. He's got a typically Albanian mustache.
Definitely.
Do we have any Albanians in the community? I want.
How many are we offending right now?
I want a token Albanian to stand next to me on stage. See, I've got an Albanian friend.
See, yeah.
I like Albania fine.
That's why we knew it was the hat for those purposes. No, I'll still take the I had no idea that it was a culture thing, man.
You think
It's
I
still
never
a ridiculous hat. It doesn't matter.
I'd never
You know how,
even
like, some
heard.
flags are ugly and some look cool?
Uh-huh.
Like, some hats look cool, some hats look funny. That's a funny looking hat.
It's a funny looking hat. So
I
yeah,
like that TI.
I mean, I think the thing about it is, it's occurring right now. Today, they released the fight highlights for that fight. Okay,
Yeah.
so like the fight just occurred. It's also in the news because the guy got robbed, right? But you know, I mean, I in theory could have commented on the fight. I could have said like, you know, I watched this fight today, and or the highlights from it anyway, and the guy definitely got robbed because he clearly won the fight.
Yeah.
The other guy, he got some good punches in,
He
some
was
good counters
sloppy,
in,
though.
but he got 5 blows for every 1 blow he gave, and so I could have talked about that, and I probably would have still gotten some good results, but of course, I didn't really care to talk about that. I just thought it was funny that the guy had on this silly hat, you know. And then all of a sudden, it's like, all of a sudden, I'm like incurring the wrath of Albania. The thing is,
Albanians are the most oppressed minority.
here's the thing.
Oh
Albania is going to serve as a symbol for me. Albanian hat, you know.
Stop! I can't even think about it.
So it's like, look. Here's the thing. You somebody goes like, you know, hey, I was thinking about giving the neighbors a bag of oranges. You can always say, you know, that might be an Albanian hat, which is to say, there might be something about it that offends somebody, even though it seems like, how could this possibly offend anybody?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you go, did you see that dude's shoes? And you go, yeah, I know, but that might be an Albanian hat. You got to be careful.
We can't talk about that.
Let me tell you the story of the guy on YouTube.
Albanian hat.
Let me tell you the story about that guy on YouTube who made that one video about making fun of one Albanian hat and became the most hated man on YouTube as a consequence.
It's coming up 8th for that dude's name.
Maybe the video goes viral. You will gain international fame as a religious bigot.
You don't understand their struggle. Really? Do I not? I can't. I don't know if you're serious.
I don't know if you're serious either. I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh shit! I mean,
What?
I'm thinking about Armenians. There's a lot of Armenians.
Oh yeah, I'm not thinking about
Albania. I don't know anything about Albania.
I don't know anything about Albania either. Who knows anything about Albania? It's not like I care about Albania or something and don't like it. I had no idea that was Albanian. I just thought he had a funny hat on.
It's a funny hat. It is.
You know?
There's no denying that.
I'm not trying to mess with anybody. I was doing the most innocent thing in the world you could possibly do. I was laughing about a guy's funny hat. And for there to be some sort of uproar about it is ridiculous. Oh, okay. You're right,
understand. They're thirsty for blood.
You're right. I
That's
didn't understand that. It was either Dracula or Bill Clinton. I agree with one of the two.
Or Bill Clinton?
After he was president, he went to Albania and was an autocratic dictator for a while. That's what the hat represents. Their liberty from autocracy or something. Well, you know, what can I say? It's this 1.5 minute long video is also obviously way more successful than any of my normal videos, at least right out the gate. But like I said, it's probably because it's topical. So I should do more topical videos, like things that happen that are going on right now. You know,
because you're on top of that ish. I was bragging about you.
I would not laugh. That's a totally different thing, Sean Ryan Barron. I would never laugh at a trans person. I don't find anything funny about that. Is that the distance between laughing at a funny hat and laughing at a trans person is like the Grand Canyon between them, right? It's the thing is, as I said before, my perspective on trans people is they face a lot of difficulty in the world. It's not something that is easy to do. It's not something that it's not like they need to hear another person explain to them what's wrong with their choice, So I'm the last person in the world to treat them as anything other than the same way I treat everybody else. The same way I treat everybody. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's how I feel about them too. Same way I treat everybody. Like, if there's a funny trans person, I'm probably gonna laugh at.
Well, see, this is the thing, and that would be by where you would be correct to critique me is if a trans person had on that ridiculous hat, I probably wouldn't make fun of it, and that's, to me, in my opinion, that's insulting to the trans person because I'm treating them differently.
Yeah. Or the Albanians. Because you're treating them differently too.
But the hat would play very differently in other contexts, right? It's on this big old buff boxer, right? Who's complaining about it's the context, it's the whole package. It's the whole package of this guy and
honestly, it's a Christmas miracle. This is like
yeah, it really is a Christmas miracle. I hope my Albanian hat video, despite its unpopularity, actually makes some money. That'd be nice. When did you give yourself the self-imposed title of being the nosy, unnecessary explainer? What kind of a question is that? Where's Morridge? I don't even see anything by Morridge.
Oh yeah, well, you're starting stuff.
Where did Morridge come around? I don't even see him. Why don't I see Morridge? Why don't I see Morridge? Now I see his Morridgey ways. What about
Morridge? You've got a good attitude, I gotta say, laughing at Grass Eater. It's good attitude. Hi, ENTP. We missed you while you were gone. Is trouble out there?
What about trans women are very threatening in a masculine way? Who's that? I mean, is that a class of people that exists that are that or something? Like Albanians? I have no problem with Albanians. I didn't even know that had anything to do with Albania. I had no idea it had anything to do with Albania.
You didn't know why?
I just thought it was a ridiculous hat.
It is a ridiculous hat. Please.
Okay, everybody, let's stop downplaying the rich national history of Albania. I agree with Amber. Yeah, it's important.
I think I don't want to separate ourselves from our Albanian viewers either. So,
Morridge, I don't want that at all. I have no problem with Albanians.
He does have a good attitude, Grass Eater.
No, I don't torture any Albanians. I would say I have never had any encounters with any Albanians.
Me neither.
What's the kippa?
Maybe in a cab.
What is the kippa,
Maybe.
Joey?
I'm not going to lie.
I don't even know what the kippa is.
Are a lot of Albanians.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's it. But also, they're great. Have a good time with being Albanian and doing your Albanian things, which I don't know of. And that hat is still ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm not taking that away.
Well, that's the thing, Jewish hat? Yeah, those are pretty ridiculous, too.
Oh, yeah.
They're not... those are pretty silly. Little floppy frisbees.
What are those yarmulkes?
They're definitely ridiculous too, but they're not nearly as ridiculous as this Albanian hat.
This hat is totally
Again, it's
a
the complete package of absurdity. You've got a boxer who's just been robbed of their victory in a boxing match, who's donned this hat. So I mean, it's not about Joey just the power to tease equally and to make fun of things that are funny.
Yeah.
It's about, more importantly, that and more importantly about the fact that when you want to critique somebody for something equating to groupism, hate speech, or whatever, and you want to condemn somebody or say they've done something wrong, and we look at what they've done, okay? And what they've done is to make fun of a hat. Then we need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and ask ourselves if maybe we aren't a little crazy, right? Because I made fun of a hat. Eric is going to be to Albania what Sacha Baron Cohen is to Kazakhstan. I don't know. What is Sacha Baron Cohen to Kazakhstan? Do they not like him in Kazakhstan or something? No. Well, I mean, the thing is, the important thing to remember is that I did not know it was an Albanian hat when I made fun of it. And so you can't possibly accuse me of any kind of anti-Albanian sentiment. It's like I would have had to have known it was Albanian at least.
You genuinely did not know.
I've never said the word Albanian so many times in one day. This is probably going to be the all-time high, I suspect, as well. Gosh. If I were to keep track of occasions of saying Albania, this would be day number 1 probably in my life already. I can't imagine having any other occasion to say it this many times. The more you say it, the stranger it sounds, right? Albania.
I just want to know where it is. Like where it is on the map.
It's between Outrage and Thumbs Downtown. Albania. Let's look it up. Let's do a little Googling here. We're going to Google till our Googling fingers fall off. Albania. Let's see. Albania is it's between Greece and Montenegro. Down here, like next to Serbia and Croatia and stuff, and Montenegro and Kosovo and Greece.
Hey, look, there's Serbia.
Yeah, there's Serbia over there. Right here, Serbia. There's Bosnia and Herzegovina. They squeezed both of them into one country.
That's new to me.
Did you even know there was a Slovenia? It's for the most slovenly people in Europe. That's what they call it, Slovenia, the land of slovenly places.
Did it used to be
something else? Well, look at Slovenia. Looks so picturesque. It's a country in Central Europe known for its mountain ski resorts and lakes. Let's see what it says about Albania, though.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, Albania. Albania, on the southeastern Europe's Balkan Peninsula, is a small country with Adriatic and Ionian coastlines and an interior crossed by the Albanian Alps. The country has many castles and archaeological sites. Capital Tirana centers on sprawling Skanderbeg Square, site of the National History Museum, which exhibits spanning antiquity to post-communism and frescoed Etim Bey Mosque. In addition, they're very, very sensitive about their hats. They should include that in the quick facts. They should warn people, you know? They should warn people that
Albanians are very sensitive about their hats.
Oh, Joey, okay. But see, I'm not a candidate yet. And making fun of somebody's hat is look, if in fact I have to consider that sort of stuff as president, then it's important that I make fun of that hat so we get the right attitude out of the gate, right? You know, that no, we're not gonna be fussy FI sensitive pantses, okay? It's okay that I made fun of your hat.
What's up?
Yeah, I will.
Grass eater.
I'll have a political channel when I officially launch my campaign
yourself.
at the MIA. This day will be used by the media to destroy your campaign. I mean, I don't really think that anybody could make of this anything other than people are crazy and overreacting to me making fun of a hat. It's like, if making fun of a hat is wrong, I don't want to be right. Sorry.
Thank you. As a man who stands behind his principles.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can see it's actually created actual controversy even here in the live chat, as Joey is actually on the side that says I shouldn't make fun of that hat. Which to me is just, you are already in an insane asylum if you're saying you shouldn't make fun of a hat. It's not just a hat, though. It's a cultural symbol. But when I made fun of it, as far as I knew, it was just a hat. I didn't know what it was.
I mean, it's almost like people taking offense to, like some statues are pieces of art. Others are pieces of shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to, break it down for people. It's like flags. Like, that's the only thing I can think of that has, natural, that has national, cultural ties.
He had some sort of thing on his hat. It was probably the Albanian flag.
Hello, kitty pageant winner.
Now that I know. Yes. I'm assuming that must be the Albanian flag on his hat. Yes. But the thing is, is that
OPNP.
Is that some sort of traditional Albanian hat that represents something? Or is it just, because you could put, if it's just an Albanian hat because it has the nation's flag on it, then you can put the nation's flag on any kind of hat. It doesn't have to be on that kind of hat.
Yes, Daddy is so funny.
Mainstream news is largely misinformation. That is why people go to alternative websites. Well, you know what? There's no misinformation here about this hat. It is ridiculous. Grass eater, will you stop with that shit? Why? Why do you do that shit? People come in and you start attacking.
What I'm trying to say.
People come in and you start attacking.
Yeah, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. I couldn't have said it nicer.
Remember, whenever you go to make a joke, check to make sure first that it's not an Albanian hat. That is a nice symbol. It's a nice meaning package, right? Like when Rachel introduced me to the term big dick energy. It's a useful term because it conveys a lot of stuff about a woman rapper who's rapping a certain style, you know? And another term I heard or thought of recently or something. What was it? Well, you know, there's another word like that is yeet. There's not really another word for yeet. Yeet meaning to throw away from you an empty container of some sort. Just like, fuck this shit. I don't want this anymore in my hand. Yeet. Yeet's an important verb.
Marge, don't feel like you have to justify yourself. You don't have to explain if you didn't do anything wrong.
That guy's hat was over 4,000 years old.
God, stop! Stop! This
Wow.
story just keeps on getting
He took
better.
amazingly good care of it.
How? Oh no!
Grass heater.
Oh, yes,
Look, it's possible that you should not be in the middle of every fucking fray, right? To not make a fuss about everything that you think runs afoul of your whatever. So, yeah. Albanian hat sounds like a novelty condom? Well, it looks like one too. It has been conclusively proven that Albanian hats are in no way ridiculous and not to be laughed at. The fact checkers have thoroughly discredited me. I'm going to change the name from Funny Hat to Albanian Hat to get more of the Albanian audience in here. Albanian Hat. I'm going to see the video. What did you miss, Charles Myers? My video is the first result listed when searching Florian Marcoux hat. Wow. That's really good. I think probably a lot of people are gonna have questions about that hat. They're gonna have the same questions I did, which is why this hat? I think the thumbnail is also very compelling. I really do. I think it's one of my better thumbnails.
It is a good thumbnail.
So,
It'll draw attention for sure.
I mean, the work's already done for you by Florian Marcoux and his hat choice. It's a compelling image, plus it's a compelling question. Why this hat? Okay, let me just see what's going on with the SC game. If we close the gap some, I'd like to go in and watch some more of it.
Oh yeah.
If
they're closing the gap, I would like to see more as well.
Big sneezes for little Eric.
Yeah.
We have the ball, second and goal, UCLA 2. We're about to get closer to 4 points. We should go and probably watch this a little bit. Yep, we just scored. Okay, cool. So we got it within 4 points. Was that an elephant sneezing? It's like an elephant, except it's me.
I was going to say much cuter.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I built a city on rock and roll. Do I think this went viral? I don't know really what that means. I think primarily it's going to have short-term legs, but a lot of them. So in other words, I think it's going to do well for the next 24, 48 hours, and then it'll probably die down because it'll cease to be quite so topical. It's just kind of incidental that I happened to be down in Black Clover when we did, and I had a little bit of time to kill before I had to do a work thing. I just typed in boxing because I've been watching some of those. There's that channel that's putting up all these boxing matches lately. This basically a new boxing league, and they've been putting up videos. And so I've been enjoying looking at some of those boxing videos, and I brought up whatever was the first one that came up, and I just started it. It said it was published 2 hours ago, and then I made the that had video. So it's very topical. It's like the fight was just had yesterday. The video just published today, and yeah.
That's curve surfing.
Is it Comrade or Senator Stalin, Eric? Real question. I don't know if that's saying real question doesn't make it a real question. Who will be the 47th president? Is that what number we're on? Well, Sean, I don't know. I would say ENFJ. I mean, look, it really depends on how much the person who is being typed wants to be a given type. So if they very much want to be and are trying to present as such, then it can be challenging to get past that because, they're willfully trying to deceive me, but they don't really necessarily know it even because they want to be a certain thing and they're just trying to say, look, you need to see how much I am this, and they're trying to display that to me or something. It can be challenging. But so it is the case that TI polar people can be challenging because they want to be a certain type, and depending on how deft they are, they can be more or less successful at presenting as something, Okay, so I'm going to end this live stream now and go watch the rest of the USC UCLA game. Thanks for being here.
Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.